Taxi drivers can spend a lot on gas, and most electric vehicles don't have the range cabbies need to cover a whole shift on a single power charge. But the Tesla has a lot of range. It also has a hefty price tag. One Quebec City taxi driver felt it was worth the investment, making him unique in the province. Max Harold explains.
This taxi is Christian Roy's baby. It's a $97,000 Tesla, but he says it pays for itself on every ride.
The fact that the clients are amazed every time, that makes my day.
His Quebec City clients have a lot of questions, and he's happy to answer.
The power, the sound, the environmental things, everything is the perfect car for taxi.
The 41-year-old has driven a taxi for 13 years, but this year he gave up on gas, becoming the first cabbie in Quebec to drive a Tesla. It can go for 400 kilometers on a single charge.
More than 400 kilometers cost me maximum $14–15.
No oil changes and hardly any use of the brakes. The engine does the braking.
Or like here, I don't touch the brake and it brakes by itself.
But buying the car was an ordeal. Several banks refused to lend Roy enough to buy the Tesla.
It's too much for them. They think that the car will broke before handing the payment.
Fin Taxi specializes in loans for taxis, and it lent Roy $80,000 to buy the Tesla.
He knows the business since he operates his own taxi permit for the past 10 years. His feel for the purchase of the Tesla was very well prepared.
Fellow Tesla owners say it's the car of the future.
I love the silence and saving money and no pollution.
J'ai compté une fois pour aller à Montréal, c'est à peu près $1.50.
He says the trip from Quebec City to Montreal costs him $1.50. Quebec City residents say the Tesla makes them want to take a taxi.
I prefer to use the bus or walk or bike, but I think with this kind of car, I can go and use it.
The battery alone costs $30,000, but Roy is certain that Tesla's manufacturer, which also makes space rockets, will bring the cost of the car battery down, so more drivers can go electric.
It's an example for everyone, sure.
There are 269 of these charging stations in Quebec right now, and Hydro-Quebec is working with its private partners to increase that number by about 100 in the next year. But they say it will all depend on the actual demand for electric vehicles. Max Harold, CTV News, Quebec City.